Ford has made its biggest investment in South Africa in almost 100 years. The company is pumping 15.8 billion rand into the automotive sector. Trade and Industry Minister Ebrahim Patel joined the President to check on progress at the Tshwane Automotive Special Economic Zone project established 14 months ago. And the Minister joins us now. Very good morning to you. I guess this is something to celebrate, some good news at last. Tell us what you found on your inspection and what you hope to get out of this.
Good morning, Jane, and to all the viewers. Yesterday, we visited a site where a year ago it was open felt. Now it's a construction site, yellow vehicles there, and foundations being laid. And what it is really, it's one of the biggest recent industrial projects in manufacturing. The Ford company globally has decided that South Africa's production of the Ford Ranger should be substantially upgraded, expanded. So they're putting this, call it 16 billion rand for a state-of-the-art plant. They're bringing to South Africa product that previously was imported and just assembled here. So, for example, they're doing a stamping plant and they're upgrading their body shop. And the good news for South Africa, of course, is it will result in significant numbers of new jobs. 1,200 new jobs directly in the Ford plant, but associated with that is in the special economic zone, something like 12 supplier factories will make the components that go into the Ford Ranger bakkie will also be setting up shop over the next 2 years or so. What this means for us, Jane, is we're consolidating South Africa's position as Africa's biggest automaker. We're the biggest maker of cars. Our production capacity at the moment is just over 600,000 vehicles a year. That's a significant number of cars. And of course, Ford now is upgrading its own plant to move from 168,000 vehicles a year to just over 200,000 vehicles a year.
Okay, well, I mean, that's good news indeed. I mean, Minister, tell us what it is that Ford sees in this country. And, forgive me for being a little bit cynical, but we've come through rough times. South Africans often see our workforce as being prohibitive, as being too expensive, the corruption scenario. What is it that they are seeing in South Africa that works for them and that we can roll out?
I guess, Jane, when I asked the company a similar question, they identified 4 things that they felt was really significant. The first was that we have a free trade agreement with the European Union, which enables us to sell vehicles in Europe. Second, we have this new African continental free trade area that will eventually knit together 54 countries on the continent with a market of 1.2 billion people. But the third one, and it's something that they emphasized, is they saw a level of cooperation and coordination between government and the private sector and across the 3 spheres of government, national, provincial, and local government, that gave them the confidence that this is a destination that they can put this money in because government is really keen to work with them. And the fourth and final one, of course, is we have an auto master plan that provides certainty for industry. This is not the only car maker that is upgrading its processes. And we hope over the next period, by 2035, to have doubled South Africa's car production and double the number of jobs. So Ford saw a long-term plan, a commitment to the industry, and those 4 things, I think, really drove their decision. This Ford Ranger plant will be one of the biggest Ford plants outside the United States.
I mean, it's really good, isn't it? And key there to the government and the private sector working well together. I think a lot of South Africans wanted to see that. I know the President also said he wants to develop a robust network of emerging suppliers. That's also key, isn't it, to keeping it sustainable?
It is important to keep it sustainable, but also to provide opportunity for South Africans in this very significant global company. So the development of small businesses, medium-sized firms, supplying the company with components is a critical element of what we're doing. And we're trying to find ways in which we can encourage young people and women-owned suppliers to get into this market, because it has the potential to grow significantly. South Africa has huge innovation capabilities, and we need to bring more of that research and development and its scientific and technological capabilities into our manufacturing sphere. So we're looking in the automotive master plan at a major fund that the industry is setting up. All the car makers have put some money into this fund to identify opportunities for local players to bring in, to ensure that the growth is more inclusive and therefore, as you say, more sustainable.
This is important. Ford is here. Let's hope that many more follow. Minister Ebrahim Patel, thank you.